Hey everybody, welcome to my Suburban Oasis. So today I finally am replacing this hydrangea. I'm super excited because I have been moving this hydrangea around the yard trying to find a spot where it will bloom for me, and I just can't seem to find a good spot for it. So it's coming out and I'm going to replace it with a boxwood that is called a tower boxwood, and I'll show that to you in just a minute. So if you're enjoying my channel, please give me a thumbs up on this video and subscribe to my channel, and even hit the notification bell to get notified anytime a new video comes out. Alright, I'm going to grab my shovel, I'm going to grab the boxwood, and I will show you how we're going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so I've got my super handy dandy root slayer shovel, which has amazing serrated edges, so that should help me get this plant out fairly simply. I got my serrated knife so I can pop open this bag of soil, because I think the root ball is going to be bigger on this than the root ball of the boxwood that I'm going to be planting. So here's this boxwood. This is a boxwood by Monrovia, and it is, as I said, called a tower, and it is going to grow about 2 feet wide, but it will grow about 9 feet tall. So I'm really looking forward to having this focal point right here, because we had this hickory tree that provided a real good sense of height, and this is also almost directly across from where you walk out of our house. And so having this evergreen foliage to look at throughout the winter will also be a real pleasure. This is also, I don't know if I said this or not yet, but it is hardy, I believe, from zone 5 to 9. Yep, zone 5 to 9. And it likes partial to full sun, and it will probably get closer to full sun here, but it definitely gets some shade right in the middle of the afternoon. So I'm just going to start by digging this one out first, and then we'll get this one in. This is a macrophylla hydrangea, and while new growth comes in every year, all it does is turn green, and I have never gotten it to rebloom, and I've had it for about 10 years, and I have had it in 3 different spots. And I'm done. I'm done having these dead sticks in my yard until June, then realizing they're not going to do anything, and then having to cut them back and just have a green plant. It's just not worth it. Okay. There she is in all her glory. That wasn't very hard at all. Okay, I also in this bucket have some plant tone. This is the Espoma organic fertilizer. It's really good for these boxwoods, and I just have it in an old pool bucket because I buy it in such big bags. Put some soil in, mix in some plant tone, and then try to kind of level this out. I definitely don't want it to be sunken down in, which is kind of where it's at right now. So I'm going to add a little more soil. See how high this is. Yeah, definitely some more. Alright, let's see what the roots look like on this. I find that when I buy boxwoods in the store, a lot of times they are root bound. This one's not too bad, and the roots do look healthy, but I'm going to give them a little massage here and help free them up a bit. I'm wondering how your gardens are faring this time of year. Normally this time of year everything is really green. We've had lots of rain. We just got a little bit today, but from what I understand we've only had 1/3 of our normal rainfall. So I have literally been watering different parts of the garden almost every day for the last week, which is completely abnormal in Michigan. For those of you who don't know, I am in mid-Michigan in a zone 5B. We get down to about -20 sometimes in the winter, but the summers get pretty hot. As I dug this out, I can tell just how dry the dirt is. So after I get this boxwood tucked in here, I'm going to give it a real good soak. In fact, I think I'm going to do that now before I pull the mulch around it. Because what happens is, when you mulch plants, it's important to have the water in before you mulch, because otherwise the mulch will actually keep your plants dry if they're dry before you mulch. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab some water, get this watered in, and then we'll tuck some mulch around it. Unfortunately, this part of my garden is probably one of the most difficult parts of the gardens to get to with a watering hose. So it's kind of a pain to water, but most of the time I don't have to do this. Okay, I'm going to throw a little bit more plant tone in here. And a little bit more soil. I'm just going to firm the plant in a little bit as well. Make sure it's not going to sink anywhere. All right, well, thanks for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm super happy that I got this in before the summer hit. I did get this on clearance at one of the stores, so I got it for half off, which is fantastic because it was like $20 instead of $40 because it had some freeze damage. But as you can see, it's already pushing out some new growth. So I think it's going to be really happy here in its new home with these hostas and the chives and the heucheras and the phlox. So yeah, follow along with me and I'll show you progress as it grows over the years. I certainly think it's going to make a nice focal point for this area. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!